Hey folks, so editing Darby here. We had some slight issues with a bit of an experiment we were doing on the recording end of this week's episode for the journey home. This did result in us losing most of the footage, unfortunately, but we do still have the whole audio track, if a little compromised, and some footage, so we will simply be leaving a still on the screen for you to represent what is going on. But we do have, it is primarily a combat episode, so we do have, what little footage we have is actually combat cam, so we'll splice in a bit of that where it makes sense. Thank you.
Hello, and welcome to Wyverns Weirdos' Journey Home. I am your Dungeon Master, Darby, and joining me as always are Zoe, playing Sevia, Emily, playing Beatrice, Laura, playing Conrad, Mitch, playing Designation 42, 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧, and Johanna, playing Fall. Let's jump into it. So, where we last left off, the party had some discussions with 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 as to how he managed to return to them, and worked out, or tried to work out, some of the weirdness around Conrad regarding 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧's return. They subsequently moved on through the 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 volcano, and were able to successfully, as a group, smelt down enough platinum for 3 Trammels, as well as an alloy of platinum and gold for a 4th lower quality Trammel. After continuing through past there, they made their way into the central core anvil, where they saw a giant forge guardian come out of the wall, swords at the ready. And we rolled for initiative in between the break. I will note, 4 rolled a natural 1, so as per our house rules, their first action will be at disadvantage, unfortunately. But the winner of initiative was Beatrice.
I was not prepared for that. Sorry. Took a giant mouthful of sandwich.
You knew you were the only person who rolled in the 20s.
I didn't hear anybody else's rolls except for Zoe's and Fall's.
Okay.
I was...
Apologies, then.
Away. That's all good. She's still going to do the same thing that she was always going to do, which is... bonus action, Hunter's Prey.
Yeah.
And she's going to ping a couple of arrows at it.
Alright. Roll to hit.
Oh dear. The first one is a 14, which
14 will not hit.
ping, off it goes. Second arrow is even worse, so it's
Okay, so as you fire off these 2 rapid fire arrows, trying to hone in with your magic on this creature, you see that the arrows just bounce off its marble form. So next would be Conrad.
Alrighty. So Conrad shoots a quick look at Grog. Grog is like, not part of the plan then. We kill, yes? Stabby stab?
Yeah.
Okay, well, here goes. And he's going to vault in, like, looking just like, with the same kind of blind, stupidity, really, that he does when he just runs in recklessly. I don't know, Hobbs doesn't have to run too far, look at those minis.
No, sorry,
That's alright, yes. He races in, yeah. And he almost falters for a moment, remembering when he ran up against the Amber Golem and how much bigger this is, and also the moment a couple of nights before the Amber statue of Strahd attacked him. And he sort of bolsters his resolve, and he's going to run in and try to look for basically any weak point, or he's basically going to attack, but going to try and go for any weak point or any sort of counterpoint that could topple it over as well.
I will say,
using his brain.
So you are.
I can't get close enough.
You are going to have to either climb over the stairs or try to leap over the lava here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Let's go.
Which one? Climbing or leaping?
What do they require?
Athletics check for either.
Yeah, he's gonna like vault over the stairs.
Okay. So athletics check, please.
Okie dokie. Yeah, excellent. He looks incredible as he vaults clear over us with the 28.
Yeah. Alright, so your standard movement.
He only falters for a moment as his brain takes him back to the halls of his patrons. And he, with that, as like a teardrop of anger flies back, he vaults over the stairs.
So your first, your standard movement will get you to about the midpoint of the platform, and you can use, I'm assuming, your bonus action to get closer.
Yeah, I guess I'll have to. I can't get any closer.
I mean, you already have Form of Dread up, so unless you have...
Yeah, I need to activate my rapier though. But I guess I can't get to it without that, so we'll try that.
So you're going to run further and leap at the...
Yeah, well, otherwise I can't get to it. I'm just literally sitting duck on a moat of lava.
Athletics check as you leap off the platform towards the golem.
That should be fine. What's my yeah, 25.
Yeah, so you leap and land by the foot of the Forge Guardian and are primed to attack.
It's just honestly like no one is particularly impressed by Conrad usually, I think, but this is an incredible feat of athleticism. Like his muscles are coiled.
Yeah. Almost
now
arcanely enhanced by belt.
Yeah, and I'll roll to attack, I guess. Cool. So the first one is a 22 to hit.
22 actually misses.
It misses. Okay, so he manages to vault over here.
The marble and adamantine fall.
Okay, tricky one. Let's try that again then. And that is a 25.
A 25 hits as you use that little bit extra force you need to actually penetrate your blade into one of the cracks in the plating, and roll damage, please.
Alright, I pre-roll damage. Tragically, because no one's going near it, I don't get sneak attack and I don't get my fire damage, so it's 17 points of damage, piercing damage.
Okay.
So that's it.
Yeah. Okay. It's not too bad. Next is Grog, who is going to do much the same as you, and he's going to say like, I like the thought of that, comrade. And he has 1, 2, 3. He's instead though going to leap over the lava. And rolls a natural 20. And because he can do it, so 10, 20, 30, 40. And his movement as a high-level barbarian actually allows him to get up to it. So with that natural 20, he leaps, he clears the lava and actually lands at the foot of the construct. And as he's landing, he goes to swing his blood axe down. As he goes into a rage, and you hear him laughing with a menacing glee. And he brings down the axe for a, funnily enough, 25. So that is 1d12 and 1d6. So one. Okay, so it takes from Grog's first attack 21 points of slashing damage and 6 points. He maxed out the necrotic, so 28 points of damage. And then the second attack, that's a 5 on the dice, so that's only going to be a 21, so that's going to miss as he tries to get it on the way up with the axe as well. On the opposite side, he just swings wide. Next is Percy, who is going to try to take some shots with he's going to try to get some shots in with Animus. So 4 ranged attacks. So first is, one of these is a crit because he crits on a 19 or 20. So the other is a 26, and then 2 more. Those 2 are both 3s, and I think they both miss. So he's got 1 standard hit, which is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 18 points of damage on the first one. And then the second one is a crit, so it is already 22, and a max roll on the d6 for the psychic. So 22, 28, 35 points for the crit shot. Okay, that is Percy's go. Next is 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧.
Okay. So this room that we're in, is it a room or is it like part of a volcano where sort of we go up into the volcano?
Both.
Okay.
So it is a room built into the natural structure of a volcano.
So this dude's like brushing his head on the roof essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this structure that I've made out of wooden tiles, that is not wooden, it is in fact supposed to be the massive anvil on top of the platform.
Got it. Okay. Well, I think 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧's just gonna do the old tried and true. He's going to separate open up his cloak and pull out a staff. Not the quarter staff that he normally uses. This is a completely new staff that's got sort of like tangled vines through it, sort of like a semi, like a hemispheric top to it. And he's going to point that up at the roof and then just bring it down as he brings down a moonbeam just on top of this creature. That'll be at 4th level.
Okay. Was what, sorry?
4th level for that one.
Okay. So that's a save.
It is a con 18, which is probably going to be.
I have advantage on this and a very high con saving throw.
That's alright.
I rolled a 6 and a 7 on the dice.
What?
That is a grand total of 22.
Excellent. That is okay. He takes half damage.
Yep.
That stays.
I forgot that it is immune to psychic damage. So it needs to take... I think it's about...
So...
I'll give it about 20.
That's... I rolled a 5, a 6, a 7, and an 8. That's a very good roll.
Yeah.
So what's that? That's 26, so 13 radiant damage.
13, okay.
And Exley continues to focus on that, holding out his staff with his left hand.
Okay. At the end of your turn, it's going to use a legendary action. And it is going to... It's in fact going to use 2 legendary actions, and it is going to trample, moving up to 50 feet. And anyone whose space it moves through, which is going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 50. So that's going to be not as many people as I expected, but that is going to be Conrad, Grog, and Beatrice are going to need to make dexterity saving throws for me, please.
These are the ones I'm good at.
You're a paladin, you're good at all saves. Grog,
24 for Conrad.
24 succeeds.
Excellent. Very good to hear.
And Beatrice?
Y'all can't hear, but Emily is cackling like a mad person right now, which means it's either a nat 1 or a nat 20.
It's a nat 1!
Alright.
Oh boy, she got clocked.
So it's a 14.
It's not enough, either way. So you take 8 points of bludgeoning damage. I actually rolled quite low. Oh, no. Plus the 10, so 18 points of bludgeoning damage. Conrad, you take 9.
I take none as I activate evasion.
Yes, rogue.
So this creature thing comes like running towards him, and he again gets that flashback of the Amber Temple, and some like premonition from his patrons just makes him roll to one side and just miss it.
Yeah. Beatrice and Grog are knocked prone. Alright. So that is the legendary action after Exley's go. And now it is the go of the Forge Guardian. And it is going to make... You know what? It's going to use its its Blade Storm. So it's going to make an attack with its Rune Blade against every creature within 15 feet of it. So let's start with 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧. That is actually quite low for it. Does a 21 hit?
21 is my armor class.
Okay, so that does hit. So you take. Oh, this is rough. Okay. Oh, okay. 29. You take 39 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. Or push back 15 feet into the wall.
That's good. I wanted to go that way. So that's a 22 con saving throw against whatever that is.
Just a failure. You are blinded.
Not great.
Roll me a concentration check again.
That is a 16. I just rolled that as well.
So 16, that's not enough. 39 damage. Half so the moonbeam, gone. Okay. Next is going to be 4. The attack against you. That is a 28.
Absolutely.
So, Constitution saving throw, please.
That's a 17.
17. That is not enough. You are also blinded as you take 33 points of slashing damage and are knocked 15 feet away.
Gosh. Okay.
𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧.
Hello.
I was gonna say,
I think you have to crit fail to miss me.
Yeah. That's the only reason I'm rolling, because a natural 1 in combat is an automatic failure. I mean, it was a bad roll, but it's not bad enough. It's a 3, so 21. Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay.
Oh. Drop a dice. Oh, and it's really bad for you too, damage-wise.
Well, unfortunately, that is a 15.
15.
Which with 22 fails. Yep.
You are blinded and you take 44 points of slashing damage.
Oh!
Is Beatrice within 10 feet of 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧?
No, she's just outside of that.
And it would only have gotten me to a 20.
So that is 53, so 93 damage. Alright. And then Beatrice is going to be
That'd be me.
on the attack against you,
Yep.
because you're prone. But they're both 4s, which is still a total of 22. So unless you have a reaction to that, you are going to need to roll me a Constitution saving throw, and you also take 37 points of slashing damage.
21.
21 is not enough, unfortunately. So you are also blinded, and against Percy as well. That is a 3, so 21. What is Percy's AC? Percy's AC is not great. It is 18. So again, it would have needed to crit fail to miss him. Okay, so 20, 30, so nice even 40 points of damage to Percy. And he is going to have to make a Constitution saving throw. Doesn't have anything. We go regarding this, does he? He has Indomitable. Okay, he is not blinded as I rolled a natural 18 plus his 8. So he is fine. But he is pushed back. So everyone's kind of pushed back 15 feet by these attacks. Alright. Next is Fall. Because you're blinded.
Yes. That's
a vague idea of where the Guardian is.
Yeah, oof. Yeah, so to explain like the nat 1 that Fall got on initiative, he pretty much like ran in here, immediately went to do his thing, which is just like run right into combat, get right to that creature, get it first. But he kind of like faltered as he saw the like lava river that is essentially running across in front.
You are also knocked prone though.
Yes, I am.
Yes.
Yeah, then as he faltered, the creature rushed him, essentially.
Yeah.
He's been knocked prone and blinded now.
Yes.
Yeah, he's pretty much just gonna be cool, like a... Save it, everyone! Are you alright? Where are you?
I'm right next to you, I think. Fall.
I can't see anything. That's right, we'll get through this. That's a bardic inspiration to Sevia. And then he's going to stand, hold out his like quarterstaff in front of him, like a cane to just to see if he can find the creature, and then try to swing at it.
So
Twice.
easily as a monk have enough movement to get back to where you were, and a bit forward and swing. So roll me an attack at disadvantage.
Yes. So that's 23.
23 just misses.
I will spend a key point.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, so
I'll spend a key point.
your stick
To make it 25.
contact, but it doesn't flinch. You spend the key point and you push through and feel like you actually seem to be able to make that sort of dull thud have a sort of arcane flair and actually push through. Roll,
There he is.
roll damage. You are no longer blinded.
Oh. What? There he is. That's 13 damage.
13 damage. Alright.
And the second attack, he goes in for another swing, but more confident now. That's a 25 to hit.
25 to hit. Okay. That hits.
Fantastic. So that's 15 damage for the second strike.
Alright.
And then he goes to call out to everyone, just like, he's here! To try to... so they know if the others are blinded. And that ends his go.
You're not using your bonus action?
I gave Sevia bardic inspiration.
Of course. Okay. At the end of your time... start of its turn. It's gonna wait. Sevia, your go.
Me, beautiful. Before I was terribly blinded and knocked to the ground, like so many sacks of potatoes, would I have been able to ascertain if this creature is immune to fire?
Roll me an intelligence check.
Okay. Uh, 21.
21. Yeah, you gather you know of golems that are not just immune to fire, but even fueled in part by it. And you would imagine that that's probably that would probably be how any sort of intelligent being would prepare a golem for an environment such as this. And with a purpose.
Okay, cool. Okay. So, I had planned on doing one thing. we all know what that thing was. But unlike last session, I actually remembered immunity to fire this time. And I had another plan, but I want this thing dead because it keeps hurting my friends.
Yeah.
So, I would like to cast an 8th level guiding bolt.
Okay, roll. Just read me the description of guiding bolt, please.
A creature of your choice.
Okay.
You don't have to see it.
Yeah. Okay. I suspected that would be the case because it is a to hit. So roll to hit with disadvantage.
Yep.
I take it you're getting up.
Yes. Ha ha! That was an 18 and a 15. And right to hit is a +9, which makes it a 24.
That is its AC exactly. So you hit.
Thank God. Okay. I had pre-rolled, but for a lower level of guiding bolt. So please give me a minute as I roll 11d6.
And you notice as this, you feel as the arcane and the mix of arcane and divine energy goes forth from you. And as it makes its impact with the Forge Guardian, your vision returns to you. And you can see clear as day. So, damage did you do?
Oh God. Okay. 1.
This is on deck.
It takes 40 points of damage.
40? Okay.
And the next attack against it is made at advantage.
Alright.
That was radiant, by the way.
Yep.
And she is going to call out, once you hit the creature, you regain your sight.
That rings true from last time. Alright. It is going to use, at the end of your turn, a legendary action. And... yeah, it's going to kick at Fall.
My beloved?
That's a natural 19 on the dice, so... you take... I rolled pretty low on the damage. You're lucky. 14 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are knocked prone and 15 feet away. So, Sevia, you see as Fall is kicked and knocked back to the ground next to you.
The anime anger flash happens across her glasses.
Paul just like laughs and he's like, yeah, hitting it does make me see again, you're right.
So next is Beatrice.
So, Beatrice is still basically directly underneath this thing, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna stand up. And she's going to...
15 feet away.
She's gonna stand up. She would have heard Fall go flying somewhere.
Yeah.
And she's just gonna sort of concentrate and sort of greenish gold magic filters around her and she sends off an Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Roll to hit. Flat roll because of the advantage of Guiding Bolt. You hear this kind of divine ringing and are able to kind of use that to help guide the shot a bit.
That's a 14.
And you miss going wide.
Oh, not a 14, sorry. 14 plus 10, it's a 24.
Again, hits the AC exactly. So right in its chest. Roll the damage for that first beam.
So it's 10.
10?
10 points.
Alright. Your vision comes back to you as this arcane force hits it. Alright. I believe you have 2 more bolts of arcane Eldritch Blast.
No, I only have 1 beam,
1 beam?
I think.
It's based on your character level, so it should be 3 at this level.
Yeah, but it's a spell sniper feat.
Yeah, it's still based on your character level.
I still have more beams? Oh my god! Yay!
Cantrips are based on your character level, not your class level.
Oh, awesome. We're going again, and this one's a 27 to hit.
Nice, that hits easily. You find it a bit easier to actually hit now that you can see again.
So that's 6 points of force damage.
Alright.
And then 1 more. It's 25.
Hits.
Oops. So I'm just double checking something.
It should be 1d10.
No. So that's 5.
5? Okay. Alright. Alright. So unless you have a bonus action thing, I believe that's your turn.
No, I do not.
He's on deck. Okay. Conrad, it is your go.
So Conrad, who's sort of jumped to the side to avoid this creature, just lumbering past him and charging for his friends, his allies, his team, sort of immediately sort of uses that momentum to spring back up and just again vaults towards this creature now on the back foot, and again tries to take a quick glance to sort of find the best vantage point that he can in a couple of seconds.
Okay.
And he will lunge forward and attack.
Yeah, roll check just to jump up onto the platform.
Gladly. Cool. So that's a 24.
24. Handily leap up to the platform, and you still have enough movement to get to its leg is right by the platform.
Excellent.
Don't even have to use your bonus to get there.
Perfect. And I believe because it's engaged in combat with other creatures, that means that I would get my sneak attack with this attack here.
Unfortunately, because
I don't. Okay.
Back.
Okay.
Within 5 feet.
Oh, Beatrice is shooting. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so it's a natural 19 on the die, so that's a 23 to hit, which will hit. Cool. Well, no, it won't.
No, I was thinking of the wrong thing. Sorry. I was thinking of Bertie's.
That's alright, yeah.
Crits, not...
No, yeah, sadly I don't crit, yeah.
Right.
So yeah, natural 19 plus 14, so 33 actually. Yeah, that hits. Yeah, I know, it's a shame I didn't crit. I don't get sneak attacks, so I pre-rolled at 17 points of damage again, for that one. I would like it to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Yep, that's just piercing, I take it?
Yeah, it's just piercing.
Okay. What kind of effect is this wisdom saving throw for?
Fear.
Fear. It is immune to fear.
It's immune to fear. Okay. All right. Some kind of energy tries to grasp onto it when he attacks, but it doesn't take hold. I roll again. Second attack. Okay. That's a 21 to hit, which I believe doesn't hit.
It misses, unfortunately. Yeah.
I believe that's all I do. Yep. There we go.
All right.
Done.
Have you used your bonus action?
I don't have anything I can do.
Okay. Okay. Next is Grog, who is gonna... he's gonna get up. He is gonna roll an athletics check to check. He has advantage because he is raging. Yep, definitely. And he's gonna join you at hacking away at that leg.
Be great if he was a little bit lower in initiative, hey Grog?
Yeah. I think you actually tied, but you have the higher dex. You know what? Because of that, I'll let you have. Because you are technically moving in sync, I'll let you have the sneak attack because of that.
It's okay. I'll take it because I pre-rolled at 17 points of damage. Again, it's piercing, so I imagine it's halved anyway, but that's still more damage. There we go.
Yeah. So how much was it? Sorry.
17 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Grog actually rolled, because I didn't get him to do reckless, actually rolled quite poorly. His higher one does hit though. He does at least get the one blood axe attack off. But because I realized he doesn't get his, no, Grog's is necrotic. So it's fine. It does get the necrotic damage. It's just Percy's psychic damage that it isn't affected by. So 7 for 21, 22, 23. Oh, he should have another attack because he's raging. 23 points of damage, and his third berserker attack is a natural 1. And he goes to hit again, and in his rage throws his axe away. Shit! And that is his go. And with that, at the end of his go, the Forge Guardian is going to use another legendary action to kick at Grog. Actually, no, it's going to use its Rune Blade against Grog. And that is a more than enough to hit. So it does... rolled really poorly on the damage. So 22 points of slashing damage. And Grog needs to roll a Constitution saving throw. That might actually fail. That's a 20, so Grog is blinded. Percy, who is currently blinded, is going to... Alright, so... Alright, so... And he makes just aims up and makes a wild shot into the air. First one is a disadvantage. Those are poor rolls. That's 3. Yeah, so the first one misses, goes wide, hits the wall. Shit! He's gonna use a... no, he has to hit a target to use Deadeye or Disarm. So, second attack, again, misses. Shit! Right. Another attack. That is 12 and a natural 20, so the 12 might actually be enough to actually hit. 12. Yeah, that's enough to hit. Okay, so he actually gets to do his 1d10. And he rolled a 1 on the damage dice. But that's still 7 damage. And he has one more attack, unless he wants to action surge, but he won't. But he's also going to Deadeye this one, so he gets advantage too. And that's a natural 20. How many? You know what? He's going to expend some Cabal's Ruin charges too. Because I've got 4d6 at hand, I'm going to expend 4 charges. And I rolled 3 1s and a 6 on the Cabal's Ruin. But it is a crit, hence why I used it. So the piercing damage is 6, 12, so 22 points of piercing damage. And then, just double checking, there's nothing with lightning. Nope, so it takes 24, 33 points of lightning damage. As you see, those of you who can see, which I think is everyone except for 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 and Grog at the moment, this arcane lightning leap up to meet the bullet from Percy's cloak. And then we are going to move on to 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧's go.
Okay, so 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 is going to stand up.
Yep.
And he's going to look straight at this creature, because as I've just realized, he is immune to being blinded.
Oh, nice.
And then I have a technical question for you,
Yeah.
Mr. DM. The term activating magical items, does that also come into using a magical item's effects?
Depends on the effect is how I rule it. What effect are you wanting to use of what item?
Essentially what I'm looking at is I have something that I'm wondering if I cast it on this creature that says it stops the use of activating any magical items. Does that stop this creature from using the magical effects of the weaponry that it is in possession of?
No. Because it is an innate thing that happens with the attack. It is not an effect that it specifically has to activate.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Excellent. In that case, 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 is going to do a little bit of weird voodoo with a couple of, with 3 almonds that he just sort of procures from his hands and just kind of crushes them. And I'd like this creature to make a wisdom saving throw, please, as I cast confusion on it.
Okay, this doesn't specify that it's a charm effect? Anything?
It is not a charm effect. No.
Okay. Then I guess it gets affected if it fails.
If it fails.
It does have advantage. Wisdom?
Wisdom.
15.
It's a DC 18.
So it is confused.
Okay. This is good. This is very good. 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧 would like to take 15 steps backwards, please.
You can take 15 steps to the side, but you are at the edge of the room.
That'll do. Can I hide behind that little building?
Yeah. Alright.
Perfect.
Alright. Next is the golem's go. So what happens when it is confused, please, 𝗖𝗔𝗦𝗧?
So, at the start of the creature's turn, you have to roll a d10.
D10?
And that will specify its behavior for the turn.
That is a 10?
That is a 10. The creature can act and move normally. So, for your reference, a 9 to 10 is it's not affected. A 7 to 8, it makes a random melee attack against a creature within its reach.
Yeah.
If there's no one within its reach, it does nothing. The 2 to 6 is it does nothing. And a 1 is it just moves in a random direction. Its entire movement.
Okay. Rolling a d6 to see if it gets its blade storm back. It does not. So all it can do is Rune Blade. So that is... or kick. So it makes 2 melee attacks. What does it want to do? Who's around? It can either kick at Conrad or Grog, or it can Rune Blade pretty much anyone except for Exley. Who is... It's gonna Rune Blade Grog, and it's gonna Rune Blade. Actually, no, it's gonna kick Grog. No, Rune Blade Grog, and Rune Blade Beatrice. So Grog is hit with advantage because he is blind. That is definitely gonna hit. Beatrice is currently standing, I believe. So yes.
She is.
And it's a natural 1, so misses you. But Grog takes 25 points. I forgot he is currently raging, so I'll just not do the damage to kind of equal that out. Yeah. And he doesn't need to make the con save because he's still currently blinded. Okay. Next is Fall.
Okay, Four will get to their feet and kind of get back into a fighting stance and hit it with a flurry of blows.
Okay, roll to hit 4 times, please.
Yeah, so the first hit is a 23, so that misses. Should I use a key point? Oh, I'm running low. Second one is 20.
It's looking shaky, I will say that.
Good. Okay, second one's a 25.
That'll hit.
So that's 13 damage, and I'll expend some charges.
Okay, so
Get an extra 3d6 in. Oh, that was an overroll. An extra 6 force damage.
alright. Yeah, that wasn't good, was... Okay,
No.
we'll have 2 more attacks.
Yeah, so then we've got an unarmed...
One.
Yes, and the first unarmed strike, I got a natural 20. So the 32 to hit.
Yeah, shame that wasn't on the start.
I know. God. But because I'm terrible at maths, I pre-rolled this and I pre-rolled the damage. So it's 25 damage from a nat 20. So he just kind of does like winds back and gets in and for like a really good like a right hook.
Yeah. Alright. So what is the total damage there?
That was 25 for that.
25.
It's not that good. And then my final unarmed strike I missed with the
You're
20.
including the bonus from... You would be including the bonus from the wraps, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
So unarmed strike is as powerful.
Final hit.
20.
20.
You miss. Yeah. But is Celia currently within... Can leave without getting an attack of opportunity distance?
What is its range? You gather that, like, she is within range of its sword.
That's fair. Then I'll just sidle up next to Celia and stand next to her in a defensive pose. Oh.
Alright. I think the golem's going to use a legendary action to kick you.
Again.
Yeah, that's a natural 14. So you take
Me or 4?
4.
Okay.
You take 27 points of bludgeoning damage, and you are again kicked right back to where you were.
getting used to the ground, like just hitting the floor. Fall takes a pretty nasty hit to the head. He's looking pretty rough now.
Yeah. Next is Sevia.
I don't like this man. I don't like this giant man. I have two plans, and I don't know what one I'm gonna do. Highs, lows. Okay, so, Sevia was doing his little arcane hand gestures, and this mist was beginning to form around her as if she was going to misty step closer. And then Fall got beaten up a bunch, and she's like, well... Now I really don't like this big man. And, I know it's not going to do the cool thing because this creature very much isn't at its near death point. But could it please make a... Where is it? Is it? A dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, it's not good at these. It had advantage. I still only rolled a 12 total.
It takes 89 points of disintegration damage.
So you know how you said that you don't
Does she disintegrate it?
integrate?
Okay, so the way this works is, yeah, Sevia looked like she was going to do something else. This creature kicks Fall twice in a row. Once while Fall was trying to protect her, and her, as Percy would know, her eyes do the anime glasses flash. And she goes, I think it's time for you to leave. And she shoots this green jet straight up, aiming for like where the bottom of like the soft palate would be, and shoots it through the head as it crumbles from the bottom down, like from the top down, and maybe as it freaks out it steps back into the lava and just disintegrates and falls into a giant pile of ash that just goes whoosh across the entire floor.
Yep.
And then she will immediately run to Fall through a no, hold on. We're out of initiative, so I'm gonna do a third level cure wounds. I'm just gonna roll that on D&D Beyond. Oh, I still have the fuzzy dice. Fall takes 13 points of healing.
I think you beat. I was at 17 HP.
And then, in a move that would greatly confuse Exley, as he probably looks over to see what happens, she then gives Fall a big kiss. And is like, you're right, you're good, yes?
Yes, thank you. I hit my head a bit there. Probably chipped up one.
Darling. Are we all alright?
Yeah. Just need to get my axe back. As Grok jumps down and grabs his axe from the...
Was that planned? Is there going to be another one?
I don't think there'll be another one.
Good. One's more than enough.
Alright.
That was a tough thing.
Yes, you maybe could have warned us that was a possibility.
I didn't think there'd be another one.
You have been here before.
Yes. A few decades ago, back when the Whispered One was ascending. Right.
Interesting. And Exley is going to just sort of wander over to who's looking incredibly rough at the moment.
Conrad.
Excellent. We'll wander over to Conrad. And just sort of do his little unemotional walk. And is Conrad standing or is he prone? I don't remember.
He's sort of like crouching a bit to sort of regain his bearing, but then he kind of like stands up a bit more as Exley approaches, tense.
Cool. Exley is going to sort of offer out a hand to sort of use to prop up. But if then Conrad stands up on his own, he will drop the hand back. Do you require some healing?
He looks at Exley and tilts his head to one side again in a mimic, an unknowing mimic of what Exley does quite frequently. And he notes down like Exley, having reached his hand out, is like, and again, like Connor does this all the time. He sort of adjusts his stance so that he's looking like he's better than he is. Pretty much everyone's matching him at the moment, I imagine now, but he was on very low hit points for that entire combat. And like even just moving around jostles some wounds that are sort of blossoming through like the white of his shirt a little bit, and then he contemplates and then stretches a hand out. Yes, that would be appreciated.
Exley is sort of going to look down, take note of the fact that Conrad appears to be leaking, and will then reach out and sort of clasp the side of Conrad's hand, and we'll do cure wounds at a 4th level.
Thank you. He looks a little bit arrested when Exley does this. Like he was preparing to pull away. But then calms.
20 points of healing.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's still not even up to half, but some vigor kind of sort of courses through his body momentarily, and then he kind of just like looks down at the hand again and looks up at him. I appreciate that. That is incredible. You have healing power like Sevia.
X is going to look back at Sevia and then turn back.
And here I am, chopped liver.
Karan looks like he's about to say something that just like puts his face like a very flat, like now flat.
He's also currently using a cure wounds on himself.
Can we get to work on these Trammels?
Good idea, Beatrice.
Stay liquid forever.
Of course. And then Conrad pulls away to hurry along. Assist.
Exley is in no hurry, has seen the comment made by Beatrice, and will turn to Beatrice and just sort of wander over. Do you require some healing as well?
No, I am fine. I promise. And like looking at Beatrice, yeah, she's got a few bruises and cuts, but she is nowhere near the state that Conrad Fall and Sevia are in.
Very well. And he'll just sort of move with the rest of the group, but just sort of at the back. And we'll just kind of very slowly as we're walking, just kind of pull out various implements that he's got, and we'll just start making little adjustments to his armor, just kind of bending bits of metal and wood back into place.
Alright. So, you all, in your various ways, help Grog and Percy to make the Trammels. What we're going to do is I'm going to get 4 people, for 4 Trammels to volunteer to roll a d20 each. One of you will be rolling at disadvantage, but I will allow the person who is not rolling, if they have anything they can do to maybe bolster one person's roll, then they can do that. So, who is going to be rolling what?
Are we adding anything to these rolls, or are they straight D20 rolls?
You will be giving me the straight D20. I know what the modifier is.
Conrad will assist. Roll D20.
So, are you making the Trammel here, or are you assisting someone else's Trammel roll?
I'm making a Trammel. Let's go.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So roll me a D.
Conrad got told to keep pressing on, so that's what he's gonna do. Okay, that's a 15.
15. Okay. As you are working on this Trammel, using your strength to help with the process, you are able to beat at the platinum, and the fact that you have this mix of strength and dexterity really helps the process along. And you're able to make what seems to be, through the guidance of Grog and Percy, a pretty good Trammel. As you fold in the divinity, the bead of divinity, from the Shadowfell, from Ravenloft.
Yeah, it's almost like there's whispering kind of gathering around him as he's doing this, but he looks distant but pleased. Like back in Ravenloft when he made some mistakes.
Yes.
Sevia is going to assist Exley, as he does not have his own mote of divinity. But he's probably also going to be better at this than she is. So she will go over to him and just kind of quietly, as she unveils this little blue and silver sparkling orb of divinity, she goes, "We left on a bad foot. I intend to amend it." And then she will assist him.
Yeah. Is this going into one of the pure platinum ones or the platinum gold alloy? Someone's gonna have to take it eventually, but
Let's do the gold alloy.
Well, let's do it.
Well, Sevia knows, like, I don't know, because it flattens it out, it'll maybe be Sevia being like, "Oh, this is maybe how this metal works," and Exley being like, "This is how this metal works," and us working together with our big brains.
so Exley, roll me a d20 at disadvantage, but add a d6.
Oh,
So the disadvantage represents the fact that this is not the pure platinum that is supposed to be used, but the d6 represents Sevia's assistance.
I'm using my D6.
Oh no.
Well, cool. I rolled a 6 on the B6. I rolled a natural 20 and a 2.
Oh. So your total is 8.
It's an 8.
Okay. So there's maybe something.
Sevia and Exley aren't good at working together.
It'll still probably stab. How much effect it's gonna have, you don't know. So there is an iffy Trammel here. Next, Fall or Beatrice next.
I guess Fall will yeah, he'll start working on the Trammel. He'll be kind of like start like very unsure as he like Brain fog has forgotten what the thing is called. The ball. The holy the mote of divinity. Thanks. Yeah, he's kind of got like an emotional, like really like a wetness to his eyes as he like he gets out the bead of divinity, and then kind of like squares his shoulders and tries to make this. That was a nat 20.
Alright. Yeah, so you, again, much like Conrad, your combination of incredible strength and incredible dexterity allows you to easily work this process through the guidance of Grog and Percy, who actually have the experience in this. And yeah, so you have a wonderful looking Trammel. And finally, Beatrice.
And then Beatrice steps up. Y'all aren't gonna believe this, but it's a natural 20.
Man, lots of nat 20s tonight.
Again,
I randomly used a different dice to what I've been rolling like all night.
Good dice.
Like, did we get 3 nat 20s on making Trammels?
yeah, but only 2 of them counted, unfortunately.
I mean, yeah, but still.
That's incredible.
Alright.
Tiamat's gonna get trembled so hard. Exo doesn't even know why we're doing this. It's great.
We're all making metal
I'm
toothpicks.
involved.
Alright. So, you have 3 platinum Trammels that seem like they're going to be very effective. And then the alloy Trammel that has some effect. It looks like it'll have some effectiveness, but the experimental nature of it probably didn't help. But with that, that is where we're going to leave it for this week. See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great week. Thanks for listening.